What is going on? I'm Zed Mot. Yesterday's meme dog, I don't know what I'm doing, thumbnail resonated with some of you, which was great to hear. I haven't thought of the thumbnail yet for today, but I'll try to do something along the same lines. Generally speaking, thumbnails and titles are the part that cause me not to make YouTube videos, to be completely honest. It's just those sorts of details are the frustrating bits. Playing the game itself is the easy bit. You would say it's the easy bit, if not for the fact that I've fallen down from rank 19-something to 16-something. We are going to do the spending and hope that my math is right. I think that it's like 264 keys that I need to get to Shock Bomb. We'll find that out right now. I've also not spent the keys because I'm super lazy and I hate building bases, and I didn't want to build a base because it was not super appealing. Which mines do we go with? And I gotta say, this is the one part of the tech tree that kind of baffles me. You put the extra mine node right before the node that completely and utterly makes mines useless. So I'm gonna go with boom mines. I phoned a friend, I called out the dudes, and I said, what's the choice? And they went with boom mines. I was thinking green mines. We'll go with boom mines simply because it can kill like 27 seekers at a time, or like 15 tanks if they're all lined up in a perfect row. We're gonna get the GBE. I have 6.7 million tokens, so I think it's safe to max that. I would think we could probably max barrage like twice. Keeping on going. We are going to get the heavy boost to keep our heavies rocking and rolling. I have seen a bunch of you that have just gone and gotten that troop damage and you're just bus rushing, and that definitely appealed to me. But we are going to get the Shock Blaster instead, and I considered the Flotsam Cannon a little bit, but let's be honest, no one's using Laser Rangers in the long run. It's going to be heavy choppas, or heavy choppas and seekers, or heavy choppas and bombardiers. So Shock Blaster is not going to do a heck of a lot, but it's going to do something. And now, speaking of not doing a heck of a lot, but doing something, let's get that Shock Bomb. And a lot of you were holding out whether you get the Cryobomb or the Shock Bomb. We weren't sure which one to do first. And here's the thing. If I go get Shock Bomb, I can use Speed Serum. And Speed Serum is so gosh darn fun. And some of you also were saying that you don't have the skill for Seekers with Speed Serum. Well, then we can get the Cryobomb with the Shock Bomb, and we've got double duty. But realistically, I'm probably going to get that troop damage first. So, Cryobomb versus Shock Bomb. Maybe I've made the wrong choice. We'll find out here in a second. I need to pick up all this junk first, and then when we come back, I'll talk briefly about this base where I just completely and utterly ignored the good option, which was bombardiers, and I'm just going forwards. And all of the defenses, that Shock Blaster is not going to do a heck of a lot, but I am just being stubborn and ignoring flare, and in and out of 18 using still these terrible troops. So still hanging on, but I'm not going to waste your time with this account. And just like that, base built, we are copying the one and only way up here. Man, I am low in this task force. Holy. Mr. Skywalker. Now, he has gone back and gotten those boom cannons and shock launchers, and he has 100% troop health, and he has 100% troop damage, so I am not going to be able to pull off the things that he can. I only have 90%. Oh, that's why. That's 40% right there. Okay, so we got some GBE, and we need to get some stuff to go with it. I am going to have a hard time using all the GBE, I kind of assume, but we shall give it a go. And I threw my Shock Blaster back here for lack of a better place to put it. Maybe we should move it out a little bit and put it where the shock launcher was, just to get it a little bit more goodness. And I doubt that anyone is going to give a crap about that shock launcher. So now at the 5-engine room level, there were these hits that were constantly happening where you would like send, let's get some different colors here just for visual cues. You would send like your heavy choppas up there, and then you would send your seekers over here. Well, with the 6-engine room level and shock bombs, probably going to be sending heavy choppas and seekers the same direction, but I've been wrong before. Also, I have the wrong ratio, I think, but we'll find out. Now, they do not have building health. That is going to be a giant, giant help. So I think we're going to do something like... you know what? Let's do some quick drawings. I think we might be able to go something like... I don't like using blue. Let's use yellow. I should be scouting and looking right now. I think we're going to try to go something like that with our troops and then try to sneak like one boat in there and one boat over there. Probably going to be terrible, but they don't have building health, so we maybe possibly kind of have a shot. I'll tell you in a minute. Let's go. We're going to drop one, two, three into here, and I'm just going to flare into there, and then we're going to flare over to there, and then we're just going to get things moving ever so slightly and quickly. And how did I manage? 1, 2, 3. Let's get you guys moving up into there, and we'll throw a shock there. And I've already started using shocks, which is not a great point here. You know what? I probably should be flaring onto you. And now there we go. Okay, so we got a decent split here, and now I can just get you guys going up there, and let's send you over there, and a critter there, and send you guys over this way. It is not going the way I had thought it would at all. My seekers kind of turned the wrong direction, but you can sort of kind of see what is possible if I was half decently good. Let's throw a shock just to shock our critters. And now we're going to end up with a time of 2 minutes and 50 seconds. So, awful, kind of, but my first hit with the 6 engine room level with Seekers, and we won. Okay, so hooray! No sad trombone needed. Let's see what they had to do. 245. What did you do? You are probably just bus rushing, I think, maybe, or you're going to drop Seekers in behind. Let's find out, shall we? Okay, so Seekers up the side. Strange way to drop your Seekers, but it seemed to work out for them. The fact that their Seekers are over here, their heavy choppas are over here, doesn't really make sense to me, so that's probably why we won. But we are going to try to pull this thing out of 17, and this would be a good push point for me, because not many people have shock bombs, but it is a random... Is it Tuesday? Is it Tuesday? It's a random Tuesday morning, which means I got works to do. So we'll see how I can do, but my hopes are not high. Now, as you saw there, 1 boat of Seekers can definitely clear an engine room, so 2 boats should be able to clear this left-hand side, I think. So, do I go that way, then that way? You know what? Let's just do this, shall we? We're going to send our heavy choppas onto that flamethrower. Once that flamethrower and some of those mines start to go away, then we can start progressing and moving, and we're going to go 3 boats in here, and then we're just going to get moving, trying to use flares on spots that will actually clear mines, and shouldn't have to worry too much about things that need shocks quite yet, because all of our stuff is moving forward, clearing all of the mines, and then we can eventually just flare back into... Let's go back there, and then we can drop these ones on that side. And now that we've got that heavy... that Doom Cannon, I should say, covered off, we can get the flares going and get the shocks out, and I don't know. It still feels like this is not the correct possible way to do things, but we're definitely getting a little bit faster as our Seekers get that final corner, and our heavy choppas get the back right, and we get slightly faster into a 256. So I definitely need to be faster. I need to be in like the 3-minute range, but just not knowing how to do Seeker hits and having to remind myself is not super duper helpful. As you can see there, 3.5. That is a proper time. That you need to be like 3.10, 3.12 to be fast without shock launchers, and you see that they're actually doing it properly. Just keeping those Seekers following, and they used all 8 boats there. So maybe I almost definitely wasted some time, and you know what? I think I'm going to move my shock blaster up into, like, here, just to try to get things as they go by. At the back corner, I don't feel like it's super duper useful, so shock bomb. I don't know if it's the right answer or not. And the fact is, I do have... Actually, I'll talk about that in a second. But for right now, let's just go. We're just going to drop all of this stuff, and we're going to flare back to there, clear a couple shock mines, and then we'll just get on moving. As soon as we start to clear that flamethrower, I'm going to drop all of the rest of the goodness, and then we're going to flare back through here, which should clear the rest of the shock mines and the boom mines and all of the rest of the things. There we go. Had a little bit of difficulty clearing things, but now then we've gotten onto that doom cannon. Come on, heavies, clear those boom mines, and now we can just flare back there somewhere. Not entirely sure yet how these heavies are going to path, so we'll just flare back and hope that we clear all of the things. And of course, we haven't. So a couple shocks on the path. Still a couple shock mines out there, and we should be getting slightly, ever so slightly faster as we throw some critters all over the extra engine rooms, and we're still 259. So definitely speed 258. It ticked over, you son of a gun. So definitely much better with Seekers once we unlocked shocks here, and troop damage is probably going to be my next unlock, but I don't think that's the right answer. If you have a look at your tech tree and you have this node right here unlocked, if you have tanks unlocked, this is probably the right answer to do next. But as you can see by these chests have 20 keys in them. 22 plus 20, carry the 4, not enough to get building health next chest. And next chest happens at 4 p.m. for me, which means that it's probably better for me to get troop damage next chest, because otherwise I'm not going to get that midnight chest or 11 p.m. chest or whatever it is. So I'll stack 2 for the morning and probably get that building health. I don't know if this video has been helpful or not. Definitely will get me ranking back up out of 16. I don't know how high I can go at the second. My Seeker hits definitely need to get a little bit faster, but really liking that shock bomb. I am hoping to get one of those dirty 5 engine room bases at some point. I thought for sure I could will it into existence. This person does have building health and building damage, so I need to be a tiny bit careful, but we also have shock bombs, so maybe, just maybe, I can... Oh, do I dare? Do I dare? Do I dare? Let's do it. We're going to send all of our heavy choppas up that left-hand side. We are going to send you over here with one of those, and we're going to send you over there with one of those, and we're going to throw a shock there and a shock there, and then just get all of this stuff going up this left-hand side is my general hopes and my general dreams. Come on, get that thing down. I think we should be okay here. I think just need to keep our heavies moving and maybe throw a shock about there just to stop that flamethrower from doing anything. And now that that machine gun is gone, we can get back into there and throw a shock about there, and we're progressing pretty darn well thanks to our old friends, the shock bomb. Let's throw a shock there and some critters there, and they have building health, they have building damage, and we have a 3-minute 2-second time. So pretty darn stoked on that. Getting better bit by stinking little bit, and I love the fact that you can use one Seeker per engine room. That was kind of pretty, right? So finally at that point where I'm excited to play the game again. The last couple days, getting 286 keys or whatever the heck it was is not the way to play the game. It's just lazy, but it was not enticing me. I was not hearing the siren song. So hopefully this has been your siren song, my voice just drawing you in to play the Warships season. Let me know if this has helped you at all, if this has distracted you at all, or if this just gives you no value whatsoever. Of quick note on a lighter, not so good note. A bunch of you have commented and said you've been hearing about trophies being sold. The global #1 is this, and global #1 is that, and this person bought that, and yada, yada, yada. By all means, send me those details. I hate cheaters. I love to see them banned. And for those people who are potentially buying trophies, send me details. I'll get those accounts investigated. I don't have the ability to do much besides pass details along, but the Supercell team is very, very keen to ban cheaters because cheaters undermine society. It's voting day in the US. Go vote. Even if you think your vote doesn't matter, it's better than not voting. I shall talk to you soon, though, and I'm in Canada, so I'm not going to make any comments on who you should vote for or why you should vote, but you can come live with me if the wrong side wins. I shall talk to you soon, though. Thanks for coming in. Peace.